The stars in the galaxy had been burning for eons, but none held more significance than those above Earth. Humanity, still considered young and primitive by galactic standards, had long been underestimated by alien races who believed that the humans were no threat. Earth's rapid advancements in technology were often met with scorn. Aliens regarded humans as no more than pests, barely worthy of recognition, that is, until the day they learned just how wrong they were. It all started at the Galbarian Accord, an intergalactic summit where species from across the galaxy gathered to discuss trade, alliances, and peace treaties. The Galbarians, a highly intelligent species of cerebral beings, ruled the summit with an iron fist, their reputation for diplomatic prowess unmatched. The room hummed with a low, steady buzz as hundreds of alien delegates conversed, their strange languages and dialects intermingling in a symphony of foreign sounds. At the center of the room, a holographic display showed the future plans for galactic expansion, with Earth barely mentioned. A minor species, still in its infancy, muttered a tall, blue-skinned alien from the Vrenkor system. His species was known for its ruthlessness in battle and its endless condescension toward humanity. A snicker rippled through the room as he continued, "Why even bother with them?" The laughter echoed. Humans, the species that had recently begun to venture into the stars, were the joke of the conference. Not one alien present considered the human race a real threat. Earth was small, its resources plentiful, but hardly enough to rival the vast empires that stretched across the cosmos. But Earth's representatives remained silent. The United Galactic Federation had sent its best, a group of seasoned diplomats, military officers, and scientists. The humans were aware of the alien disdain, but they had learned long ago that actions spoke louder than words. As the aliens continued to jeer, one human stood up. Captain Emily Rains, commander of the USV Seraph, Earth's newest and most classified warship, spoke in calm, measured tones. "You underestimate us," she said simply, her voice unwavering. "And that will be your mistake." The room went silent. A few alien eyes turned toward her in curiosity, but they quickly returned to their ridicule. "Underestimate you?" The Vrenkor laughed. "You still fight with primitive ships and outdated weapons. Your species may be capable of surviving in space, but you are nothing compared to the might of the Galactic Council." Captain Rains stood tall, her face betraying no emotion. She knew something they didn't, something that would change everything. Outside, on the edge of the system, the USV Seraph lay cloaked in the darkness of space. Its hull was made of a material so advanced that no known technology could detect it. The stealth system, developed in secret by Earth's top scientists, rendered the ship nearly invisible to any known scanning equipment. It was humanity's trump card, the one asset the galaxy would never see coming. Within the warship, the crew was ready. Every officer, every technician, every soldier stood at their post, prepared for what was about to unfold. The USV Seraph was not just any ship. It was a marvel of human ingenuity, a vessel built for war and diplomacy alike. Its cloaking technology was its greatest weapon, and Captain Rains was about to unleash it. With a single command, she activated the decloaking sequence. Back at the summit, the Vrenkor's laugh had not yet died down when the first tremor shook the entire room. At first, it was small, almost imperceptible. But then the lights flickered, and a low hum filled the air. The Galbarian Chancellor's voice faltered, his eyes narrowing. "What is that?" A voice from the Vrenkor delegation shouted in alarm. "It's not possible. Their ship, it's here." At that very moment, the USV Seraph decloaked. The room was stunned. The ship, a colossal structure, appeared out of thin air. It gleamed with an unearthly sheen, its surface reflecting the harsh lights of the summit chamber as if it were the very embodiment of Earth's defiance. Every alien in the room stood frozen, staring at the impossible, a human ship, larger and more advanced than any they had ever seen. "Impossible," one of the Galbarians whispered. How did we?" Captain Rain's voice echoed through the comm system, her tone dripping with authority. "We built it. We've been working on it for decades in secret, and now we've come to collect." A sudden sense of dread spread through the room. The aliens had made a fatal error. They had underestimated the humans, thinking their primitive ways would be their downfall. But instead, it had been their own arrogance that would undo them. As the USV Seraph powered its weapons, a series of bright, pulsing lights appeared across the ship's hull. With a single press of a button, the ship's energy cannons fired, sending a blast across the summit's exterior, knocking out several of the larger ships in the vicinity. The energy beams were not lethal, but they were enough to prove a point. "Underestimate us again," Captain Rains continued, her voice growing stronger. "And we will show you what happens when humans are pushed too far." The aliens stood motionless, their collective shock palpable. The Vrenker's sneer had vanished, replaced by an expression of genuine fear. The Galbarians looked as though they had seen a ghost. For the first time, they realized the full extent of humanity's potential. Back on Earth, millions watched as the USV Seraph's announcement was broadcast across the planet. The message was clear: "We are not your joke, we are not your prey, and we will never again be underestimated." The galaxy was now aware of the true strength of humanity. What had been seen as a primitive species had just unveiled a technological marvel that would change the balance of power in the galaxy forever. And as the USV Seraph glided smoothly into the heart of the summit, its crew prepared for the next phase, the rise of humanity on the galactic stage. The universe had laughed at humans once. It would never do so again.